we have the staff. Kind of sounds like something from Harry Potter. Jonathan Styles design. We have S45VN steel here, satin finish, titanium and carbon fiber handle with the frame block, under 3 inches on the blade. This should be a good one here. Let's just go ahead and dig her right in. We got the pouch there. We got the usuals, hardware, wiping cloth, and paperwork. Nice additional pouch here. Please and thank you. Oh man, come on now. This is right off the bat looking pretty different. I want you to think of Jonathan Styles, right? Same guy who gave you the Melody and the Serpentine and a variety of other models here with Kizer. Now bringing you the staff. First impressions, I'm loving the inlays of carbon fiber with the titanium. This is very unique because, I mean, it's not the usual way. It takes a very different approach. Got this strip going on in the middle, some other strips going on the side, which is interesting how they pull that off. They're actually screwed from the inside. I can see these screws on the inside of the handle, so it makes it for a very clean show side with no screws, no hardware, right? Big hardware otherwise all around here. Just one other body screw back there, aside from the pivot and the thumb studs. Titanium pocket clip also, non-reversible, something to keep in mind. And we do have a back flipper here and thumb studs digging the sort of gold accents. Kind of looks like something straight out of Pharaoh's tomb here from Egyptian times. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Also a gold accent back spacer. Let's send it. Bam, here we go. That is what the staff is all about. Check it out. A little bit of a sheep's foot blade, maybe cleaverish looking blade, if you would, with a full flat grind. Absolutely my cup of tea, my type of geometry all day. There's that S45VN steel like we were talking about, full flat grind. All right, check it out here on the other side. Kizer lettering, also very small, so definitely good on the billboarding department. And it is going to be a frame lock, more like almost a bolster lock in a way. We'll get to that in a moment. Thumb deployment feels good. Reverse flick. I'm using the meat of the middle finger here. All right, that feels nice. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to use the nail this time. All right, that also works. So you could do the meat or the nail on the middle finger there for the spidey flick. And that light switch works. Push buttoning it, you could feel it, right? You kind of want to clear your finger so it doesn't stop the blade here on the open. So light switching it is the way to go. A little bit of a shake shutter here on the close, if anything. All right, something to keep in mind there. But pretty good access here from the show side to disengage. Nice little chamfer here. Steel insert for steel on steel contact. And that engagement is going to be about maybe 20-25%-ish or so. All right, very nice and easy to disengage. And while we're here zoomed in, not a lot of milling going on the inside because this is interesting. The whole thing is carbon fiber here. So that's how they wrap it around here on the sides, is because there's just a whole lot of carbon fiber going through on the inside, and it just wraps around both sides with 2 screws on both sides, right, screwed from the inside of the handle there. Very nice, well done execution if you ask me. Makes it very clean. Different grips. Reverse grip feels solid. Little Friday night gas station grip, good. Picot grip, not the best. Again, you're still getting poked with that flipper tab. It's kind of been a recurring theme in this video so far. But at least 3 different deployment options. Full 4-finger grip. You have somewhat of a finger choil situation there. Not the biggest finger choil in the world. Not like the Masu, right, with that really good finger choil there, right? That is something differently entirely. We'll do some comparisons here in a moment, but still functional, right, for the size of knife that it is, right? You can still get good grip. I like how, very unique, the thumb studs actually protrude out a little bit from the blade itself, so it's not necessarily aligned with the blade. You should not have any issues with the thumb studs getting in the path of your cut or cutting path. Should be good there. And there's also like something interesting here with the sort of triangle looking see-through hole in the middle, right? That's also a very unique touch right there. There were some ethereal cutter designs we saw some time ago. Those were also kind of very interesting from that standpoint. But this whole inlay here, right, it just looks so unique and different, just completely different than anything we've seen from Jonathan Styles in the past. He's always cooking, always coming up with some, you know, decent new designs and whatnot, and they're usually always a banger, right? We do have good access here to the thumb stud, to thumb deploy, or same thing for the spidey flick. Now you do want to make sure your index finger don't get in the way, right, in the opening, otherwise you're going to stop the blade like I did just there. Good alignment, smack in the middle there, as you would expect. No lanyard solution. I almost missed that for my lanyard people. I don't see a hole. I don't see a pin. So maybe a conscious decision here to avoid the lanyard solution hole altogether. Overall length coming in at just over 7 inches, like 7.1-ish, right? Think like Kershaw Leaks of EV Elementum, right? Somewhere in that ballpark. 3 inches of blade, even though the box says $2.99, so close enough. 2.75 on the cutting path, and then handle wise we have just over 4 inches, like 4.15, 4.2, 4.15-ish. And of course, with all this titanium, right, and all this carbon fiber, this thing ought to be pretty lightweight. I'm gonna go somewhere 2.5 to 3 ounces. Definitely has to be on that ballpark. Actually a little bit lower, 2.3, 66 grams. Yep, pretty lightweight indeed. I mean, it's not surprising anybody, right, with all the lightweight materials used here. Right? It's definitely no FRN, and it's also not a featherweight, but it's as pretty lightweight as you can get with premium materials such as titanium and carbon fiber, for sure. Looking rad, very unique design. There are 2 variants of this one. Absolutely let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it, love about it, anything you dislike about it, let me know.